Cap, bro. Just give up, bro. Now, Cap gone. He left the chat. Yeah, Cap left the chat. 8 o'clock. What happened? I have Donovan Mitchell. For who?
Kirk, let's get to the action on the field.
Well, oh, hey, okay, let's start there. I don't need a beat. I don't need a beat. I have Elvin Hayes. I have Hakeem. I don't need a beat.
Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it. The battle for the conference championship trophy.
Oh my God! You don't have to explain. You don't have to explain.
And that one will bounce out of the back.
Porzingis is not even staying. I just can't get on the fucking trade. He can't board for shit.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Hands off to the left. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Richardson. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen.
Fuck, man. You're supposed to switch shit around.
But get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver.
Throw the ball!
The sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Defense not pressing this time. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense.
Play like a bitch.
Here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing.
I played very scary, bro.
Trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Trying to find some room. It's Bryant. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I'm supposed to move the D-line back. I didn't move them back.
You're opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Contact as he threw it. The pass is intercepted. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Nice job by this defense.
I got a fucking pick, man.
And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And, boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
He's looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Golden Flashes will have 1st and 10 here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They make the stop.
He did lose to somebody. I don't know who he lost
Knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal.
The dude I'm playing.
Linebacker shifting around now. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by
Me?
back, but the continuity
Bro, that 2K momentum is real, bro. You know that's not fake, right? Oh no, I was coming back. Say it again. Scott, I'm in the middle of my game. I'm in the middle of the game right now. I don't know, bro. I don't have that. I'm sorry. Yeah, and you asking me a terrible question.
And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Bryant.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
And the single back takes the handoff. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
What am I running, bro?
Exactly
Fuck is that?
Tough physical running and a 1st down to keep those sticks moving.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Bryant.
Oh my God! What is that?
That's a solid game getting closer to midfield. Navy is lined up quickly here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent line.
I can't get Curry.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get
Fuck my life.
And the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots.
Let's go, bitch! Ah!
Been a huge game, but he could not.
I knew he was doing that and I fucking risked the wrong thing, bro.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Line getting set up.
The draft is tonight too.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Trying to create outside the pocket.
Dog, if I had any fucking... Hey, I'm about to go on mute. I'm gonna have to.
For some quarterbacks, sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity. opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's got it for a big...
Oh my fucking god! What the fuck am I doing?
Hard hit.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback.
I'm asking to throw a pick, bro.
Right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Golden Flash is getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to find room. It's Brown. Run it up the middle, but stuffed.
That's a dumb-ass play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Back to pass. It's Richardson. He's moving out.
Fuck.
And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And they hand it off to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Navy is lined up quickly here.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place. They gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And now the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 10-yard line. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
Really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. They're going to run it.
My God!
Navy will have the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
1st and goal.
What?
Run it in.
He was there! He backed up! He was there! He backed up!
Let's see if this score can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
No problem with B&T right down the middle. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Golden Flash's offense retakes the field now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Catch made, a lot of space now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Ball handed off. Breaking tackles. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. On the run, it's Brown. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. The Golden Flashes begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Caught quickly. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
And this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
The Golden Flashes are in the red zone. And there's the handoff. Will he score here? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. The offense threatening. Close to the goal line with a new set of downs. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Golden Flashes will line up here on 1st down and goal. Send the back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Golden Flashes will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. Motion now from the tight end. Here comes the jet sweep, trying to run it to the edge. fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff will be returned. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Get some space around the 30. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Looking for a first down. The offense still rolling. To the air. It's Sellers. He's moving out of the pocket now. Hit just as he throws the ball. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Golden Flashes will kick this away to start the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. Comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. First down. We're going to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Navy was lined up quickly here.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And the QB will try again on second and 10. That's reeled in. It's Bryant. They bring him down after a short gain there. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. The shotgun running play call. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, midshipman.
I didn't even pick that, bro. He just picked a
breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite
just picked a
running
play
back
for
type of
me,
play.
bro.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Penn State's offense back out there now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They stop them after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. Offense in hurry-up mode. And here's the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Running back grabs it on the screen. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The back's got it. In the clear at the 25. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Trying to extend the play. And he runs it out just short of the end zone there.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds his defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to the house.
Second down and goal upcoming. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. Touchdown, golden flashes. Still no answer for this offense.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
There's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Finds room at the 30. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Navy is lined up quickly here. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Important second down play coming up. To throw, it's Sellers. Quick completion to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for offense, looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Running out of time in the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. That completion makes it second and short.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set. Here's second down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And then first down, right back to the running game. The gain is 4, so it's second and 6. The offense going with the hurry up.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Can he get there on the ground?
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on O-line.
Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Navy. A strong fight back. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Kent State offense on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Dropping back, it's Richardson. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And a big takeaway by the defense on the final play of the quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, midshipman. This offense cannot be stopped. We had a short period. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. A special teams disaster on the kickoff. Takes it back into the end zone. Tackled for a safety.
Well, usually go-ahead scores like this in the fourth quarter from touchdowns or maybe a field goal. But the defense proves that there are other ways to put your team in the lead. Plus, now you get the ball back, and you can take your time while trying to extend this lead or just kill the clock.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. The shotgun handoff here. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Navy is lined up quickly here. Takes the handoff. It's Bryant. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff in a single back formation. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Sellers. Oh, and a chance there for a game-changing interception. Couldn't quite come up with it. Sets up 3rd down now.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. They'll work the clock here with the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
But this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Golden Flash's offense retakes the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. Always looking to throw. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. That play makes it 2nd and 10. Breaking free at the 35. And he's brought down, but it's a 1st down, spotted near the 41.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Running game is working. Let's stick with it on 1st down. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the wideout goes in motion. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Just Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll test the right side here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. The linebacker shifting around now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking for 6. Pass ball is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check that out. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Back to throw. It's Richardson. He's moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Kent State to take the lead in the final minute.
Great job here by this quarterback on this read. I thought he might try to get the ball to the receivers instead. He sees the matchup that he wants, finds that big tight end, and they get the go-ahead score here late in the game.
And the offense will stay out there for a 2-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll run it on the jet sweep. And he will not get there. The defense stops him, and so the lead is still 1. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Navy offense back out onto the field now. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And in first down, they go right back to him. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Navy has lined up quickly here. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Touchdown, Navy, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
And it's incomplete. The try fails. They can't build their lead here in the final seconds. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope the defense can make a stop on this final drive. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Kent State's offense back out there now. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
What an amazing run these guys have had.